A very warm welcome back to the drivers' press conference here in Barcelona. Left to right, we have Franco Colapinto, Kimi Antonelli and Carlos Sainz. Welcome, guys. Carlos, one of two home Grand Prix for you this year. Now, it was a frustrating end to your race in Monaco, but given the rate of improvement we've seen with this car this year, what can your fans expect here in Barcelona?
Yeah, I think in Monaco we had a very solid weekend, but unfortunately we didn't manage to bring the points home after that incident, 8-9 laps to go. But you know, it's a P9 or a P10. I've realized that when I go to sleep on a Monday, I don't care that much about a P9 or a P10 because in the end what I'm here for is for podiums, wins, top fives, and that's my ultimate target. So if there's going to be any racing incidents that take away the P9, is that day I'm going to be frustrated, but then I can get over it very quickly. So Barcelona, I think it's clear it's going to be more frustrating weekend for us. I think Williams is known for having a bit of a weak track here in Barcelona. I think this year's car shouldn't be particularly good for here, but at the same time, it's a great opportunity for us as a team to understand why and see where our weakness lie on. So I think we're going to put everything we have to understand that and to try and make progress. Having said that, I'll try and score points.
You missed the shakedown back in February here in Barcelona. Is that a big disadvantage?
For me, no. I know this place pretty well by now. Many years coming to Barcelona, so I don't think I will miss doing the shakedown. But maybe for the engineers, having a first look at how the energy will work through the lap and how to launch the lap, how to do the long runs. For sure, we will be say half a step behind, because it's true that a lot has changed since January, even on the Mercedes power unit. So we will see. I think not ideal, but it's not the end of the world.
Okay, just end with some World Cup chat. How far is Spain going to get? Who's your biggest threat?
Well, I hope Spain wins the World Cup. I think we have a very strong team. I think we proved it in the Euros a few years ago. So it's time to win the World Cup again. And if not, do the best we can. But rivals, I don't know. I haven't been following football much this year, so I cannot tell you who do you think is our threats.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Kimi, can we come to you now? Have you found...
Don't ask me about World Cup, by the way.
Yeah. Well, go on then. Who do you think will win, even if it can't be Italy?
Well, definitely cannot be us. Yeah, I don't know. Too many strong teams, but obviously I'm a big fan of Messi since the time he was playing in Barcelona. So yeah, but I think it's going to be a very close fight. You know, Argentina is very strong, Spain very strong, England is very strong, Germany as well. Yeah, let's see. Cannot give you really an answer.
All right. No, look, let's.
I wish it was Italy though, but
yeah. Look, let's take it back to Monaco quickly. First of all, have you found your towel yet?
No, still looking for it.
Look, and can we talk about the celebrations? What was it like to jump into the harbour? How was the party at the palace?
Well, I don't want to know what it was in the water, first of all, in the harbour, but it was enjoyable, very fresh, refreshing after a hot race. And it was good, you know, it was a good moment with the whole team. It was a good moment to share and to witness as well. And I think it's one of those moments that you remember, you will remember forever. And I think also seeing the team so happy and involved really made me happy as well. So definitely it was very cool. But of course, Monaco is in the past now, and obviously we have Barcelona this weekend. We'll try to repeat ourselves, even though it's not going to be easy. And then about the party at the gala was cool. I mean, I'm not used to do these kind of things, but it was a really cool experience, and definitely it wouldn't be bad to be back next year as well.
Look, just talk a little bit more about Barcelona and your prospects for this weekend. Do you think Mercedes come here with the best package for Barcelona?
I think first of all, it's going to be an interesting weekend for us because we will see how the package that we brought in Canada, how it will work. I think we couldn't really see, or we couldn't see the full potential or how much it's actually giving us because Canada was quite unique conditions with the temperature being so cold. And obviously Monaco again is another unique track. So obviously Barcelona is a more standard track, and we'll see better how the package works and how much it's actually giving us in terms of lap time. However, I think competitors are still fairly close. I mean, Red Bull was very strong in Monaco. Ferrari has brought some new bits this weekend, so for sure they're going to be up there. And then also McLaren. I think McLaren is going to be very strong as well because it's a high dead track, quite hot, and Miami was kind of similar and they were very strong as well. So I think it's not going to be straightforward, but we're ready to do our best.
Thank you for that. And Franco, let's come to you. Kimi's a Messi fan. Just give us your thoughts on Argentina's chances in the World Cup.
I think I beat him. I'm a bigger Messi fan, but we might have a little bit of a tie. No, I think Argentina is always a great team, and in the tricky moments or in the pressure moments, they always play better, and they're really good at that. So I'm not gonna say we're gonna win because it's very, very bad luck, but yeah, hopefully we can have a good World Cup and enjoy. Of course, 22 was a great World Cup. We enjoyed a lot in Argentina. They made us very, very happy, and hopefully it's another good World Cup this one.
And Franco, tell us about your season now. It feels like you've taken a big step forward this year, especially since Miami. What's changed for you? I
think a few things, but just generally feeling more comfortable in the car and feeling more together, a bit more connected, and it's I think it all went in the right direction after that little break before Miami, and just I think we did the right steps and we find some things that really helped to put me in a better place, and just feeling a bit more connected with the car, that really helps here this year with the energy. There is many factors that play a big part in the performance, and I think we are being more consistent and just in a better place since a little break.
Are you happier in the 26 regulation cars than you were the ground effect cars of last year?
I think in the Alpine car I felt better this season than the previous one, yeah.
All right. Franco, thank you very much for that. Let's now open this to the floor. We'll start with the broadcasters. Who's first, please?
Harry Benjamin, Sky Sports F1. Question to Kimi. Kimi, Fernando was just talking about what it's like to arrive in Formula One quite young and then start winning and challenging for championships only after a season or two in the sports. How are you finding that pressure, that expectation, and the step up from your rookie season to this year? What's changed to make that happen?
Well, a lot has changed, I think. The year of experience itself has been playing a massive role. Just making your own experiences and understanding what's good and what's not good for you during the weekend and outside the weekend. Bless you, by the way. So definitely, it's just the experience, being able to also coming back into the weekend and having done it the year before plays already a massive difference because you know better the track evolution during the session. You know better how the weekend is structured as well. So you're also able to balance your energies in a better way. And so also when you go in the car, you feel also better in terms of energies. But as well also you become more aware of your potential. Also you get to know even better the team. So the bond just gets stronger and stronger with the team. And so it's all little things that at the end of the day, they play a massive role. And then about championship, we are not really worrying about it. Of course, I know was the opportunity, the opportunity that is on the table. And of course, I want to make the best out of it and trying to maximize it. But at the same time, I don't want to drive or race thinking about that. I just want to try to really focus on the process, on what I have to do, and trying to enjoy as much as possible as well, the driving, the weekend, and just trying to drive as fast as possible, and then we'll see where we end up at the end of the year.
Thanks for that. Next, please.
Kimi, Rui Chagas for DAZN Portugal. Well, first of all, I'm sad to hear that you don't put Portugal on the top teams, but anyway.
I mean, there are so many. It's like I just named few, but for sure there are a lot more. I didn't name France as well, so yeah.
Well, fair enough. Well, congratulations, first of all, for yet another win at Monaco. Continuing a bit of this question and the conversation. Last year, I asked you if you ever doubt about yourself, and you were like pretty hard on yourself, saying that you did have questions at a certain point. Do you still have questions about your potential?
Not really, to be fair. I mean, last year was definitely a big feature. Like, I would doubt a lot about myself, especially during that period, that difficult period in Europe. But this year, obviously, has been a different story. Obviously, also, you mature a lot after 1 year of Formula One, not only as a driver, but also as a person. And I think also last year, during the difficult period, I got to know myself better. So definitely was, considering how bad it was in the moment, I'm very grateful that it happened, because it made me grow a lot, and it taught me a lot about myself as well. And I think, no, this year so far haven't been questioning or doubting myself. However, there are questions that still need to be answered on my side, on how much further I can go in a short period of time, how much I can push myself even further, and how can I grow, how much more I can grow, and how big is the potential. So there's still many questions that needs to be answered, and I know it will still take a bit of time.
Thank you. Next, Craig.
Craig Slater, Sky Sports F1. Question for Franco and maybe for Carlos as well. We hear that the stewards have admitted Alpine's protest about Pierre Gasly's penalty in the Grand Prix. What would it mean to the team if they ultimately uphold it and he were to get that podium back? You obviously had a penalty in the race as well. Just for Carlos, from a GPDA perspective, can you summarise any discussions that took place in advance of the Grand Prix about maybe some confusion about the potential, how the pit lane speed was being monitored?
Honestly, on the GPDA, there hasn't been a discussion about that yet. But I expect Friday night, is that tomorrow evening, to probably be featured as part of the conversation. I think it's very difficult for me to say exactly what happened, because it didn't happen to me and to us, so I haven't looked into the detail of it. But I think there is some tracks where you can shortcut a bit the pit entry, and it's allowed, or the FIA is happy to do that, and maybe there's other tracks where it wasn't expected and it happened, you go over the speed limit. But I think Franco, being part of what happened, maybe he can explain better.
With the team and with Alpine and FIA, and of course we are waiting for the decision, but yeah, looking forward to it, of course. I think in Monaco we could cut a little bit the left king of the pit entry, and it also, our right, we were not going off the track, so we could definitely do it. And looks like, due to a matter of distance, we looked overspeeding, but we were not. So yeah, hopefully they can review it and give us some feedback soon.
Okay, thanks. Next.
Hello, a question for Kimi. George Anides from Antena TV Greece. It's been 2 years now since we last spoke. Back then, you were winning races in F2. Could you even dream back then that you would be leading the F1 World Championship in just 2 years' time and now contending for the title?
Of course not. I think I would have put a signature if you would have told me even at the start of the year. But of course, you know, back then in F2, obviously the goal was to get into Formula One, and then obviously also how the races go, how is the performance, then obviously expectations, they change, and also the objective of what you want to achieve changes. But I think definitely if you would have told me 2 years ago, I would have said, you're crazy. But obviously I'm very happy I'm in this position right now. I'm very happy and glad for the opportunity that were given to me, and also for the incredible work that the team is doing. You know, the car that this team has given us so far this year has been incredible, and it's allowing us to fight for wins, and so far for the championship. So definitely is a very good moment to be in, but of course it's really important not to get carried away with it from it, and just trying to stay focused, stay grounded, and just focusing on the ultimate goal and try to deliver every races.
Thank you.
Mara San Giorgio, Sky Sport Italy. A question to Kimi. Nothing is official yet, but as a team, will you be surprised if you could get benefit from Edward too?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm not really into, well, I don't really know the decision behind and everything, because obviously I'm not into this. So it would be better to ask to the team and FIA how this was assigned, on what base. But for sure at least on my side, I was surprised, because I think our PU is very strong. But for sure, there were reasons behind it. And of course, the team now will need to start working on trying to see and find where, we can gain even more performance. So it's a process that it's not going to be short term. It's going to be a long term process, because still to find more performance on the engine takes time. So definitely, the team has done an incredible job already with PU, and I'm sure they will put their maximum effort to try and extract even more performance now that we get this benefit.
Thank you.
Hi, Kimi. Mariana Becker from TV Globo. Just to remind you, there is an Italian coach coaching Brazil team. So just to remind you before my question. Kimi, we saw you talking to your father right after the race, saying, did you realize how fast we were? And he said, you were fast. And we saw sometimes like Toto coming on the radio saying, calm down and everything. You're kind of getting into your place as someone who's achieving a lot. Who guides you through this path, like to be grounded, as you said, or to find the right way to go through this?
Well, I mean, first of all, my family, for sure. My dad is like a big rock for me, because I know I can rely on him in any situations, and also of course together with my mom. But they're the two person that they know me the best. So for sure, having them is great, because they always been guiding me in the right direction, especially when they were seeing that I was maybe losing a little bit the path. And then, of course, the team. I've been with the team, with the junior team, since 2018. Then obviously I stepped up with the senior team in last year. But of course also them, Bono, Toto, who I know them very well by now. But the whole team in general has been really supportive. They've been really supporting me in the goods and in the bad, and then also they've been guiding me through this journey so far, and it's been very enjoyable.
Thank you. Let's bring in the written media now. Name and publication, please.
Graham Harris, Motorsport Monday. Question for Carlos. You've driven the new Madrid track in a road car. What are your initial impressions? Do you think they've listened to drivers and made it a track where you can do passing? Or is it another show track in a city centre?
Honestly, I was positively surprised by it. I think especially they've done a really good job with Sector 2, and the fact that they've managed to open up Sector 2 to be more of a permanent style track with a lot of flowing corners and, of course, the big banked, almost 180-degree flat out that I think it would be flat out corner. So I think it's important for a Formula One track to have character, and I think Madrid has managed to have something out of the ordinary, extraordinary, like that corner and that section of the track. Then if it produces good racing or not is I think it's too early to say, but it has two pretty long straights and a very fast-flowing section. So in theory, it should produce overtaking, but we need to go racing and we need to analyze it. And then I think it's the kind of place and track where I think Madrid would be very happy to, if they can improve something in the future, they will change or improve towards the future, which is the philosophy of the city and the philosophy of the project.
Thank you for that. Next.
Hello, Carlos. Welcome to Barcelona. Jaime Vigara from the Best F1. What is your goal this weekend? Do you think you can score points in Barcelona?
Yeah, I think we can. I think we need to do everything perfect, and they're going to be expensive because it's going to take a lot of effort to get them. I think Canada, Miami, and Monaco are tracks that suit our car a bit more than what Barcelona does, but we are improving every single weekend, and if we manage to improve another little bit here, then hopefully we can be in the hunt for points, but it will not be easy, but we will try.
Thank you. Next.
Good afternoon, Silvia Arias, Parabrisas. Franco, which are right now the difference between your car and Pierre's car in terms of new parts, new floor, whatever?
Nothing.
Nothing? Thank you.
Okay, next one.
Thank you. Luke McLaughlin from The Guardian. Kimi, people may say that you feel pressure now, but it seems like you are enjoying the pressure if you do feel it. So it's like a much better pressure than being at the back of the grid and scoring no points in a bad car.
Yeah, I mean, I said before, I feel, first of all, very lucky to be in the position I am. Of course, it requires a lot of effort and commitment. And of course, job's not done. So we gotta keep pushing. But of course, one thing I said to myself at the start of the year is trying to, as well, enjoy as much as possible all the weekends, all the time I go in the car, because I feel like also when I do so, I'm able to extract and maximize as well my performance. And so it's been helpful factor. Also helped me to drive a bit more relaxed and not as tense as I was last year. So that's definitely playing a big factor. And again, just racing without worrying about anything else other than just trying to maximize the performance on track. It's also is playing a big factor. Just focusing on what I have to do without worrying about anything else.
Thank you. Kimi.
Hi, Brian van Entem, GP fans. Question to Kimi as well, talking about pressure. With all your good results and the absence of the Italian football team, are you feeling you're getting more and more of a home country hero, like, for example, Yannick Sinner in tennis?
Well, I don't know exactly because I haven't come back into Italy in a while, but I know from what I heard, expectations are getting quite high, and I know also by being Italian how we can get very excited about things But of course, it's great to see so much support, and it's just growing and growing. And is also, if you're able to embrace it, is an extra. I feel like so. It's been great, and hopefully, it's just gonna keep growing.
Thank you. Another one, yep.
Carlos Miquel, Diario Marca. Question for Kimi and for the other guys, Carlos and Colapinto. Kimi, I read these days and I see some videos that you are the new Senna. Yes, you think it's extra pressure receive this type of words? And for Franco and Carlos, if anybody can beat Kimi for this championship with this advantage he has?
Wow, what a strong question. No, I haven't read about that, and to be fair, I don't really also like the comparison because I don't feel like I should be compared to someone who has made the history of the sport, and I haven't done not even a single bit of what he's being able to achieve, so I don't feel like it's very fair. And also, myself, I don't really like it because I said before, for all these reasons. And yes, he's my idol, he's someone I get inspired, but yeah, I just feel like it's not really fair to get compared to him, especially at this stage of my career, because it's just the beginning and there's still so much to achieve, so much to do, and so much to improve. And I feel like I'm still very far from his level. So just, yeah, that's my answer.
Carlos, the championship for Kimi?
Well, I don't think we even know how many races are left, because of the calendar also. So it's difficult to put a number to it of how much is Kimi's to win or to lose. But I think he's been driving great. I think he's done an incredible year so far. I think he's maximizing his car and his chances of winning races. I think the closer it gets to a championship, normally the pressure also gets higher and higher, as we saw last year with Oscar and Lando. The closer you get to that crunch point when you see the championship is yours or not, I think that's when it gets real, and I back 100% Kimi that he can do it. So I don't know, it's going to be super exciting to see. I think it's going to be a great championship, and I think so far, if he keeps driving like he's driving, it's going to be very difficult for anyone to beat him.
Yeah, no, I think if he keeps driving like this, it will be tough for anyone. But no, he's doing a great job, and yeah, it's been very impressive to see last few races how he recovered as well from tricky moments. It's some difficult starts to weekends, and he recovered very well and from quite an impressive gap from the Ferraris and all that in Monaco. And yeah, I think if of course there is a long championship to go and a lot of things can happen, but it's a big gap for only being the start of the year.
Okay, thank you. Let's do one more.
This is Bas from the Dutch F1 magazine. Question for Kimi. You got quite some advices from Lewis and from Max. Do they also tell you how to beat Russell?
No, we haven't talked specifically about that. Well, Max, his latest advice was to wait for the red light to go off and wait 1 second. Then, unfortunately, yeah, he had the P issue, but yeah, that was his latest advice, which obviously was a joke. But no, we haven't talked specifically about that. We talk about a lot of stuff, but not so much about that. He just said, yeah, to keep doing what I'm doing, keep enjoying, keep being myself, and then the result will come. So yeah, it's been obviously, I think many drivers, but obviously also, as we're talking specifically about Max and Lewis, them being very kind as well since I've joined the sport, and they seem, to be very supportive as well. So of course it's great to see. It's great to win it on my side. But of course, yeah, they also don't want to. I mean, we're still competitor at the end of the day, so you still don't want to give too many advices. But yeah, it's been fun, the relationship with them.